The last one, we did a janitorial service requirement. So a city wanted to outsource their janitorial services. One page, again, we did the same thing. You have an objective statement. They want janitorial service for 19 of their facilities. And now they had a lot of technical information that they needed to give them scope of what they were cleaning. So with this, if you look at the last item here, they gave facility information. So for each of these 19 buildings, they gave the building size, the cleaning area, the number of floors, number of restrooms, and the type of building, what it was used for. And they gave this as an attachment, as an Excel file. And that is totally okay too, because this is the data or the metrics they need to know what they're going to be able to do. They don't need to tell them how to clean it or how often they need to clean it, but they just tell them, the basic requirement. Here's what you do not want to do. So in a traditional RFP process, if you don't have enough information, you do a request for proposal or a competitive dialogue, where you bring the vendors in and try to get the vendor information to create your requirement. Now, we do not encourage this in the best value. And the reason being, what happens is the client assumes that all the vendors now will come in and they each have a different level of project knowledge. And the client has no knowledge, so that's what they're trying to get. They collect all the information from all their vendors, which of course, each of those vendors would cost a different amount based on what they would give you. They create a perfect RFP in their mind with a complete prescriptive list, probably overprescribed, of everything they need, because they combine everything, and then they send it back to all the vendors. And now they make the assumption, because they told the vendors what they want, and it's in the RFP, any vendor can do it now, and any vendor can understand everything that was written in the RFP. And since those vendors still all have the same price as before, but now the client is assuming they can all do the same thing. Now you can see the problem here, because what they're going to do then, they assume they're all the same. They select the lowest price, when that lowest price actually has a much different project requirement in their mind than the client does. And now they'll get into issues as they hire this person, assuming they can do everything they wrote in the RFP. And now this vendor is starting to ask questions, and they begin to figure out that this vendor actually doesn't know how to do the job. So we don't want to do this. We want to give them the basic information and let the vendors now come back and tell us if they can do it or not. The more we talk, we actually are helping the non-experts. So the more you prescribe in your RFP, the more information you give them, you're actually helping the non-expert, because the expert already knows how to do the job. The expert sees 19 buildings, sees the requirement of how clean you want it to be. They know how to do that. But a non-expert, they might need to be told, you need to clean it 5 times. You need to visit the bathrooms 10 times. You need to empty the trash 20 times a day. And now you're having to overprescribe and help this non-expert now kind of give them a checklist of what they need to do when they have no idea how to keep a building that clean and what it takes.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel for more content. If you have any questions about the best value approach or for Dr. Dean, leave them in the comment section below and we'll get to them in a later video. Thanks. We'll see you next time.